Look, obviously, we have quality players in the side, so it's not like we're compromising on the result. It's about finding the players who fit a particular spot, better in certain conditions, as I mentioned. So that will be our mindset. As I said, we're going to play the World Cup in England, which is going to be very different from what we get back home as well. So people who might be doing well at home might necessarily not repeat their performances in England. So it's very different. So we'll have to figure out which player's game suits the team best in particular conditions that we play at a particular spot. So I don't think the quality of the team would be compromised in any way, regardless of who takes the number 4 position, because we have strong batsmen above and below to sort of stabilize the innings. So I'm pretty confident about all the guys in the team. Yeah, definitely. We feel that the core of players is more or less sorted. It's about who takes up that one particular spot. It's not even spots above and below. It's about taking up that one particular spot, which guys who are given the opportunity need to capitalize and really string in performances that convince the management and the team very soon that that guy is meant to play at that spot for the team. So yeah, I feel the core of players is more or less pretty strong at the moment. Obviously, changes can happen at any stage. You don't know whether someone's going to be in form or not in form, or what the team requires at certain stages. But how I see it, more or less the core is formed. Yeah, look, it's not only me. It's a lot of people that are involved. The management is there. The selectors are obviously keeping an eye on the guys that are coming up. So potentially, what happens is you figure out backups for all the spots that are there in the 11, from batsmen to bowlers. Every spot is covered basically, so that is how you create bench strength. And secondly, for us as management in the team and myself, we look at characters before we look at skill. We look at a guy who's scored a 40 when the team needed it the most, compared to a guy who's scored runs, but they might not have affected the state of the game that much. So we look for game changers. We look for guys who embrace pressure, and we look for guys who want to be in difficult situations, because one day cricket, you don't have another day to come back and do something extra. You have to make decisions there and then, and the game is done in the evening. So yeah, you need to be at the top of your game, and that is probably the most important factor that we keep in mind going ahead. Look, we obviously want to win every series that we play. Thinking of records or doing something which hasn't been done before is not something that you think of before achieving it. It just adds extra pressure, which is not needed. Yeah, but we took a lot of confidence from that last test. As batsmen, definitely everyone is looking forward to stepping up, forgetting the things that have happened in the test series, improving on them, but not keeping them in the back of the head, and going out there and expressing ourselves. Obviously, the wicket's going to be much better throughout the series because of the format and how this pitch looks pretty balanced, I would say, for a good game of cricket. So yeah, it's basically down to, you want to win every game and every series that you play, but to do that you need to go through a process, and we just want to focus on those processes. And if we end up winning the series, we'll obviously be happy about it, but it's too early to even speak about those things. You need to be at the top of your game throughout, especially against a side who's strong at home, and they play a very good brand of ODI cricket here. They're very expressive, so it'll be a tough competition.